Hey Natalie, what's going on? It's Chuck from the band Simple Plan. I hope you're doing well. Really excited to make this video and wish you a happy 30th birthday on April 15. That's tomorrow, so it's really exciting. I made sure that I would do it on time for your birthday, for this special day for you. This is a big milestone, 30 years old. I remember when I turned 30, and it was kind of an impressive moment in my life. It is a pretty big deal. It's a new decade that you're starting, and I think it's kind of like you're saying in your message. You're growing up, 30. You're not a kid anymore, but in a way, you're still extremely young, and you got so much ahead. For you, you got so much you can still accomplish. So many years ahead that you can use to make your life better, to become a better person, to reach whatever goals you have in your life, and to achieve all the dreams that you have. And it's kind of interesting. You kind of, you're saying you're nervous, you're excited, and you're wondering, how to go after the dream that you have that seemed very scary to achieve. I think that's a really good question to ask yourself, especially it's interesting when you have birthdays or milestones like that, like 30, or that's kind of when you kind of take stock of your life, and you look at where you're at and what you've done in the past and what you still want to accomplish. So these are kind of precious moments where you can really take the time to kind of try to analyze, where you're at, what you've done, maybe what you're proud of, what you wish you did better, your hopes and dreams for the future. These are the kind of moments where you can really sit down and make a plan of what it is that you want to do for the next 10 years of your life. And yeah, you're right, that can be kind of nerve-wracking, and that can be scary. For me, it hit me last year when I turned 40. It's a little worse than 30. And it kind of really hit me. Like, birthdays have never really bothered me before, but last year, I'm going to be honest with you, it kind of had an impact on me. And I look back, and obviously we've been very privileged and very blessed with the band. We've got to, I always say, we got to live like 40 years and 20 years. Like, we did so much and we traveled so much. But despite all that, I still had the feeling that I hadn't done anything, and there was so much more that I was hoping I could have done by age 40. It's kind of weird how you always wish you could have done more, or you always feel like you didn't do enough. And I think that's a completely normal feeling that you're experiencing. And I would say that if I had one advice to give you about chasing your dream, and even though it can be scary and it can bring up some fears and being nervous and all that, is that I think the worst thing that can ever happen is to look back and have some regrets that you didn't try something, that you didn't go for it, that you didn't give it a shot, that you didn't, there's no worse feeling I can imagine, when you look back at the end of your life and you said, oh man, like, I'm so sad I didn't try something that I really wanted to do, or I didn't chase one dream that I had that was really important to me. And like I always say to people, whenever we do anything with the band, or we try something that's really ambitious and that could potentially fail, or we need to ask someone something and there's a good chance they'll say no, is that, look, the worst that can happen is that people say no. The worst that can happen is that it doesn't work. So what? At least you tried. And, you know, I went back and I looked at what, you know, you talked about and that happened in your life. And I know that you're an extremely resilient person. You have been able to handle so much. You've been so strong. You know, you've been so courageous that you have it in you that to just go for it and try. And you know, you've done a lot of scary things in your life, and you're still there. You're still standing, and you're still alive. And I'm sure that a lot of these scary things that you did, you're really, really grateful and really proud that you did them because they worked out for the best. So, you know, I look back at one moment in my life, when I was in college, I was in law school, but my real passion was playing music, playing in a band. I really wanted to chase this dream that I had to, you know, tour the world and get signed to a record label and have the career that we've had with the band. And even though law school was pretty awesome to, you know, it was a tough school to get in, and my parents were really proud and all that, but it wasn't what made me excited, and it wasn't what I would go to sleep at night and dream about. And so I took a chance. I said, look, worst come to worst, if it doesn't work out, school will still be there and I'll just come back to it. But if I don't try this right now, if I don't give it a shot, if I don't give it my 100%, you know, I'm gonna regret my entire life. So I went for it, and look, it wasn't easy, and it took longer than I thought, and it was way harder than I thought it would be. But in the end, you know, and it kind of worked out for us. And I would say that if it didn't work out, at least I would have felt like, hey, I gave this a shot. So I think that's kind of the idea with whatever you're dreaming of. You know, give it a shot, you know, and just try it. See what happens. Look, if it doesn't happen, okay, you tried it. You gave it a shot. But give it your 100%. Don't go in being scared and going half-ass and just, you know, kind of trying, but, you know, knowing you're going to fail. That's not going to work. You need to believe. Like for me, when I did the band thing, there was no alternative. I mean, obviously I had like a little bit of a plan B maybe, but truly like it never crossed my mind that it couldn't work. And the problem is that the older you get, the more experience you have, and the more failures you've seen or you've experienced. So it's a little harder to have that confidence, and it's always a bit, it feels more rational to, you know, look at all the possibilities and see how, oh, maybe it couldn't work. But really you kind of just have to believe, and you have to just kind of give yourself, I don't know, like no other option. Like it has to work, you know. You just got to go and you don't look at any alternative. You just say like, this has to work, and you put every ounce of energy you have, every ounce of commitment you have, you put it in your project, in your dream, in whatever it is that you're excited about. So I would say that maybe as a gift for your birthday to yourself, it's just to commit to whatever dream you got going on that you're excited about, that you want to achieve. Just commit to it. Give yourself, I don't know, 6 months, a year, 2 years. Just go for it. Commit, do it, take the risk. And if it doesn't work out, then at least you can look back and say, I gave it my best. So I would say that's my advice. I hope it's helpful for you. I'm sorry if this was a long video. I hope it wasn't too boring for you. But that's just been my experience. And it's interesting because even today, you know, at 41, there's still so many things that I want to try. And I've experienced the same kind of feelings that you're experiencing right now, where I'm scared. I'm not sure if I'm going to waste my time. You know, like my time is precious now. I got family and I got a career, so it's when you invest time, that time feels very precious. But I almost feel like I should listen to my own advice and just go for it, like I want you to do. You know, so you got 10 years, 10 years ahead of me. Like you got 10 more years to do all these things. So just go for it. Good luck. Have an incredible birthday. I know it's a little different this year with COVID. It's, we're not able to we're not able to celebrate exactly the way that maybe we wish we could. But I hope that you still have a very special birthday, and I'll be thinking of you, and I'm sending you all the most positive energy in the world to go out and just chase that dream that you have. Just believe in yourself. Just go for it. No more excuses. Just fucking do it. All right? Give it your best shot. All right. Take care, Natalie. Happy birthday. And I really, really hope that all your dreams come true. All right. Take care.